everyone, this is Nikachu, Merfolk Master, and unfortunately my channel is under a bit of a crisis at the moment. My computer is offline. It is screwed. We saw over the last, few months, and especially over the last few weeks, there's been major lag issues that I was just blaming on like Magic the Gathering Online, because why not? It's much easier to blame Wizards than my own situation. And I think I've realized exactly, pinpointed where the problem was. The battery in my MacBook Pro got incredibly swollen. It was more swole than Simic Merfolk. It's enormous. What I was trying to do was I was trying to move away from using Parallels, which is a virtual machine to run Windows on my Apple MacBook Pro. A lot of people ask me, Nikachu, how do you run Magic the Gathering Online on your MacBook? I use Parallels. It's a virtual machine that lets you use Windows. But because you use the virtual machine, your computer is split up into two operating systems working on one machine. So I decided I'm going to use Boot Camp, where you restart the MacBook into Windows and use the full resources to just use Windows. And I was hoping that would make Magic the Gathering Online and MTG Arena better. But during that process, there was some glitch. It wouldn't work. And then I thought, okay, well, I'm going to take a look at my MacBook to see what the problem was. And then all of a sudden I was like, whoa! Why is the bottom popped out? Can we see it? Maybe it's better on the other side. Like the bottom's all popped out, and I'm like, well, that's not usual. That's a bit weird. I don't remember my computer being like that, but I don't even look at my laptop most of the time because it's like stuck underneath my desk to hide the sound of the fan for the quality of the sound in the channel. And so let's look this up. I thought maybe the heat removed some sort of glue or something. Let's look this up on the internet. And unanimously, it is a swollen battery. And it's dangerous. It's very, very dangerous. The battery can leak and destroy your computer, or it can catch fire and burn your house down. So it's good that I noticed before it was too late. It's been like this for months. This computer runs 24/7. It's exporting videos in the evening. It's uploading videos at night. In some percentage of timelines, Nikachu is dead. You should all be happy you're in the timeline where Nikachu lives. But I don't know how many timelines I die because of the damn MacBook Pro. It's not common to just MacBooks. A lot of batteries swell up. It's just a thing that batteries do. What are my options? I decide, okay, I call some sort of computer repair shop, and they said, like, this is a bad time for this. This is not good. Everyone wants replacement batteries. Everyone's working from home because of the coronavirus. And also because of the coronavirus, there's a huge supply shock. There's like no batteries on the market. And my MacBook Pro is just old enough that it's very hard to find the battery. Or not very hard, but it's not as common as the newer versions. There will be more supply in stock, but right now there's nothing on the market. Absolutely nothing. They looked at the inventories of all like wholesalers. It doesn't exist. I have to wait. Even after I wait weeks for the inventory to fill up, it still may take more weeks for the shipment to eventually arrive so that they can repair it. They gave me an estimate of something like 2 months based on like how long it's taking to repair other customers' computers. Well, 2 months, I don't have, can we survive 2 months without gameplay? Come on, I need to protect the integrity of Modern by showing Loris decks that we're the best Loris deck. Or maybe we don't even need Loris. I want to play test to find out if we can destroy those decks without Loris at all. I think Merfolk is very well positioned to destroy everyone in Modern. I want to play Historic. I just found out that this Umori card you can easily jam that into the Historic Merfolk deck. We have a companion. Most Historic decks can't use a companion. We can. My whole deck was just creatures. So anyway, we can't wait that long. We have other options. What if we just remove the battery? I talked to the technician, why don't we just remove the battery? He says, absolutely, we can try to remove the battery. The only problem is that in his experience, there's only one make and model, very rare, that operate, that needs the battery to operate. If you don't have a battery, then if you plug it in with a charger, it doesn't mean anything. It's just dead. So they take out the battery of my MacBook Pro, they plug it in. We lost the die roll 5 times in a row. We have scape shift in hand, and we just need one more land to combo off, or a card that can find a land. And we drew 3 more scape shifts. I've got the rare make and model that won't work without the damn battery. So now what do I do? Now what do I do? Well, the other option is I buy, and I've been considering this for a long time. My patrons in my Discord know that I've been discussing this, the possibility of buying a dedicated Windows personal computer in order for the sole purpose of streaming, recording, and editing videos. But its main purpose is for the channel. Very dedicated for recording and streaming. Because like I do pretty well off of my MacBook Pro running Parallels, but I mean there are limitations. Like there is definitely lag when I play with MTG Arena. I can't like have a Skype call running while I'm recording, or the whole thing falls apart. It's like too laggy, it's impossible, even when I'm playing on Magic the Gathering Online. So, I mean, there's some serious limitations to my content creation based on this hardware. And so maybe it's, so I've been considering this, and now it looks like my hand is being forced to move in this direction. And it will be faster probably to get the parts and personally build it. So I mean, I have a lot of options. This technician agreed to help me build a computer, and he's gonna create a build. I told him exactly what I'm using it for. You know, YouTubing, gaming, recording, streaming, and he's gonna build something specifically for my needs, and then give me a quote of the price and also the timeline of when it is coming. When it's coming out, but it still might be a while. I mean, it still might be 3 weeks. And just let everyone know, this is like, I mean, this expense is coming out of, you know, coming on short notice, but I don't need money. I'm financially comfortable to buy this thing. Thanks basically to the patrons. Thanks to Patreon, I do have the funds available to make this emergency purchase on behalf for the channel. And also, I'd like to thank also the patrons that raised their pledges on Patreon in the wake of this channel crisis. Not that I need it, but you know, I appreciate it. I thank you all very much for that support. But I'm not like in an emergency for needing money. Just letting everyone know, I very comfortably can make this expenditure for the investment of the channel. But still, like, so the cost, price is not a problem. The problem is the timeline. Like, even if I buy a personalized, custom-made computer, the shipping still might take a while to get here. It might be a range of up to 3 weeks. I don't know. And I only have gameplay videos up until the end of Friday. I've got stuff recorded. I can still do some editing on my girlfriend's computer. I could still do some, you know, deck text, very simple screen capture stuff on my girlfriend's Apple computer, but I can't do gameplay. I can't install Windows and go the full 9 yards for that. So it might be some gameplay to the end of next week, just letting everyone know, gameplay until the end of next week, and then from there I can still do discussion videos by phone. Tons of drama happening in the Magic community right now. Lurrus might be the first thing getting banned in Vintage that isn't a card related to gambling or dexterity. And we can do some deck techs and other discussion stuff. So, you know, but I'm just letting everyone know, gameplay might be on hold for a little while. So I would also like to thank the community for helping me build a PC. So I'm in the discussion with this technician, but also everyone's giving me their 2 cents, what I should use, what I should buy. And I don't have, like, I wouldn't say my budget is unlimited, but I'm willing to spend some money for something, you know, that I would consider for work. I mean, I do consider this work. I want to buy something professional. I don't want any lag anymore, no lag. I don't want to be limited by anything whatsoever. So if anyone wants to give me an idea of what I should be looking for into a Windows computer, personal computer, I want to let everyone know up front, this is for streaming, this is for recording, and it is for editing. And like some light games. Like I'm not that huge of a gamer, but remember, we are playing on Magic the Gathering Online and MTG Arena. MTG Arena being insanely more resource intensive than Magic the Gathering Online, but still something. Now remember, I edit, and I also game, and I also I may potentially stream in the future, so at least I need 32 gigabytes of RAM, without a doubt. It needs to handle a lot of tasks. That's very important. You know, ideally I might have Skype running, I might have Discord running, I might have YouTube running, I'm going to have OBS recording and streaming and have my client up. When I'm recording my videos, I close everything. Even the web browser, if I do not need it. I have the absolute almost nothing open, so I can dedicate all resources to recording a nice clean game for clean videos. So I mean, ideally I want to have a lot more things open. Want to be able to maybe record a video while talking to somebody else without, you know, my computer choking. And I'm like, I worked on a video with Marin Moon before, where we were collaborating and we were playing Merfolk and I was in a league. But just having this, I think it was just Discord, just having this Discord open was impossible. Like the game was so lagging so hard that you would never go to a game 3. So we had to make sure that we won the first 2 games or resign really prematurely if it didn't look like the game was going our way, even though we weren't completely losing. So it has to run multiple tasks. Also, I'm not 100% certain, but I would like to have the ability to either stream or record console games on this. You know, I would not mind being able to do something like that somewhere in the future. I do like console games. I think they're very fun. I would love to be able to record them. I don't know much about it, to be honest. Usually when I'm looking something up, it says you need a capture card and then that's it. I don't know how to go any further than that. So if anyone knows anything about that, how that should be included in my build, would love to know about that. And there seems to be some discussion between AMD hardware and Intel hardware. I don't know the finer details. Some people say AMD, very good for gaming. That's what you want if you're a gamer. Intel, better build quality. Hardware is more reliable. But for my needs, what is the best thing? I do not know. So for all the computer people out there that might be able to give me some input, let me know. When I get the build from the technician, I'm going to let everybody know. You can give feedback, what should be better, what should be worse. Budget, I can very comfortably spend $1,500 US, very comfortably. And then if you can really sell me on certain aspects, maybe I can go up to $2,000, $2,200 for a computer. Remember, I don't want to save money at the cost of performance. You know, I don't want to like buy more than I need, but I want to make sure, based on what I've already told you, that I'm not going to have any problems for at least a few years. You know, for at least 3 years. I want to have a nice, smooth gaming operation, streaming, recording machine. So anyway, that is the update. That is the channel crisis at the moment. We're going to get through this. I'm not panicking. There's no problem. It is what it is. You just got to deal with it. There's still going to be content on a regular basis. And I'm really excited to see what I can do with this channel, given that I'm going to have a new computer. And it's too bad this is happening right now. I just finished my exams. I just finished, and I was like, I'm going to go hardcore on this channel. We're going to have 3 videos a day. We're gonna have like a deck tech. We're gonna have gameplay. We're gonna have news discussion. We're gonna have a great time. And then all of a sudden, my computer craps out on me. So anyway, I can't touch it because at any moment, the technician looked at it. He said, this is the second worst it's ever been. He's never seen a situation, there was only one situation he saw that the swollen battery was worse. Mine was the second worst. The worst case was when the battery was so swollen it was pushing computer parts, like components, out of their sockets. So mine was the second worst. It was a pretty bad case. Really lucky, nothing dangerous has happened. I'm really happy I backed up all my data just recently. So anyway, thank you all Thank you very much for watching. Thank you for supporting the channel up to this point. It's been really good. Thanks to the emergency funds, we're going to be able to keep the channel going, hopefully without skipping a beat. Anyway, this has been Nikachu, Merfolk Master, talking about the latest developments at Nikachu MTG.